as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone.
Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Brady to throw on second down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They try again with Lewis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. This is Lewis. And he's going to go backward. They get fourth down after a loss of 1.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that's good for a New England first down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. They told us here on the road early, they got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And tough starting field position here. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Crowell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run with Crowell. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And a catch made by Kenny Brand. And he's going to get this one across the 30. Yard line. A first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From midfield, here's Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. The way in, touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 50 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And some strong running. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw is Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Browns getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This is Crowell. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Kaiser to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him.
And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw on third down, Brady. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him. Coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And his guys are going to get the football at the 30. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So the offense has it first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this one caught by Coates. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Kaiser. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw again. Kaiser. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Kaiser now under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They go play action here on first down. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And then...
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get three in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long for Kaiser. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. An unbelievable play there on fourth and long. 49 yards. They go play action. Kaiser. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Kaiser going to try the sneak. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Brady going to look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Brady now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
The Browns on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for